Fashion darling Natalia Vodianova hasn't always lived the fairy tale life. However, she is now one of the hottest models to be seen on the catwalks. A native of an industrial town a few hundred kilometers east of Moscow, Vodianova now epitomizes the rags to riches fairy tale to have become one of the most sought-after models, who has since also branched out into acting and philanthropic work. As a teenager, she sold fruit in a market to help her family and friends keep from poverty. However, she enrolled into a modeling academy where she was instructed to learn English if she wanted to succeed in the industry. After perfecting the language in only 3 months, she moved to the fashion capital of the world, Paris. Determined to make it as a model, she signed on with Viva Model Management. Vodianova's modeling career was up and running, although she still wasn't quite the big name she is today. Her career was temporarily put on hold when, at 19, she fell in love with the son of an English viscount, British real estate heir Justin Trevor Berkeley Portman. After giving birth to their first son and marrying her Prince Charming at the age of 20, her career went into overdrive. She walked the runway for Yves Saint Laurent, became the new face of Calvin Klein, and was one of the 12 ambassadors for L'Oréal Paris. She became the hot new face in the fashion scene and has achieved great success on the runway. She has now walked hundreds of catwalks for United States and European-based designers such as Gucci, Chanel, Christian Lacroix and Valentino, appeared in advertising campaigns for iconic fashion labels, and has featured on the covers of the most popular fashion magazines from around the world. Now permanently residing in Britain, in 2005 she was ranked on a UK television programme as one of the world's greatest supermodels, and she is currently one of the highest paid models worldwide. In 2007, 6 days after giving birth to her third child, Vodianova was back in the public spotlight without any sign that she'd actually been pregnant. Wearing a clinging gold dress, she attended the V&A Couture Gala as part of London Fashion Week, along with other big-name fashion stars. Even with all this success, she has used her gorgeous looks, stunning fashion sense and popularity to her advantage to create a charity, the Naked Heart Foundation, which was established to provide secure and supervised areas in Russia where children can play. She has even held a benefit at the studio of fashion designer Diane von Furstenberg to raise money for the surviving children of the Beslan massacre in Russia. Here she was joined by other fashion industry experts such as designer Zac Posen. The world-famous Russian model also looked dazzling in her red sparkling dress at her charity event, where she invited her fashion friends to celebrate Valentine's at the Love Ball, a charity gala dinner and auction organized by the Naked Heart Foundation and held on Valentine's Day in the Ice Palace at the Tsaritsino Estate, Moscow. When it comes to the story of a supermodel, Vodianova has one of the most inspirational and impressive ones around. From her poor upbringing to working with and wearing some of the most recognizable and legendary designers in the world, she has grown into one of the most devoted and selfless models around, using her status to help those less fortunate. Natalia Vodianova is genuinely one of the fashion industry's darlings.